Hello, everyone. This is Lady Treasure. Welcome to Penny Lane. I call you path leaders, my friends, because I have a heart for, always have had, helping parents, academic leaders, teachers, and homeschoolers. That also includes au pairs, nannies, babysitters, grandmas, aunties, uncles, whoever finds themselves constantly in the company of and care of children, pretty much from newborn to age 16. I've been advising, working with, and doing this for about 51 years, and there isn't anything more awesome that I love to do. But here at Penny Lane, my family entertainment company, I'm using YouTube to do this this channel rather, Penny Lane, to represent my umbrella. And then I have YouTube channels that are in specific niches to reach children. And I want to invite you to be a part of my community. But in case you do not do that and never get one of my children's books and never buy a toy that I create, I'll be doing some of that right here on Penny Lane, and I'll be sharing behind the scenes and all that fun stuff. I wanted to do something that was evergreen. If people came along and they weren't interested in kids' books or toys or even the 8 channels and learn seeing my cartoons or anything, I just wanted to do something for sure that was very much like what I did when I first learned how to work in a daycare at 17 years old. And then the next year and the next, that's how we got to 51 years later. I've always worked with parents. You can't take care of their children and not work with the parents. You can't learn about children without learning from the most important people in those children's life, their parents. So I believe in talking to and working with parents while I create. I write children's books. I'm working on this one. It's called Rockabye Baby AI. And as a character named Mama Lamb, she raises a little baby bot. And nothing about the layout came out the way I wanted. So this was the sample. And I am at the end. I think I'm just a few pages away from re-uploading it to Lulu Press. So that's exciting. But you know, like I already said, if you're not interested in children's books, but you have children, maybe you'll let me share with you my heart and my experience, and truly from my heart, my love that might encourage, inspire, or give you another pat on the back or tough talk if you need it, whatever it is, regarding children. So that's what this series is about. I'm taking 20 takes, it's a marathon, to cover 20 subjects about raising happy children. I know something about that. I never say I raised them to be happy like all by myself, because there is no such thing. We'll talk more about that later. But I participated. I did the mama part. And I have 5 adult children, Precious Angel, Ricky, Joshua, Candace, and they're all in their mid to late 40s. And they're completely sound, happy children inwardly and successful outwardly. And they had every reason from the tough start that their father and I gave them with our abusive marriage to be entirely different. But I saw, I say, the hand of God and a whole lot of community and great grandparents on my side and my husband's side that helped it happen, but they're still happy. That's what matters. I did my part. Let me share what I can. Subject number 1 was love first. You'll see that if you look at the thumbnails on this YouTube channel, Penny Lane. Number 2 is how to raise confident kids. Confidence, like love, begins with you as their parents. They know they're loved by the way you demonstrate love, and they get their acceptance of themselves from the way you accept them. It's the same thing with confidence. Confidence is an inner strength that they can pull on even at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old when they are sure. You know, it's just an assurity, but they aren't always just born with that. Some kind of come out, We know them when we see them. But for the most part, children need confidence demonstrated. So I want to be honest with you. You need to check yourself, and I'll probably say that a lot. That's what parenting is. Always retrospect, checking ourselves. If you are looking at your little one, no matter what their age is, personalities start to show, from infancy, but especially around the 2 and up, they're starting to learn words, put them together. They're moving around, walking more confidently. And if you see things about them that seem like they're very timid, very afraid, and you want to nip that in the bud, not in a fearful way like, oh my God, I'm worried about my child, because it's too early. Don't do that. But you want to intentionally instill confidence by the way you are confident. Here's a little story. I got a million of those. And working in daycare since I was 17, and I'm 68, turning 69 next month. Right now, I remember very distinctly this pattern. It wasn't just one parent, it was a pattern. The mom or the dad, and mostly in my experience, it was mothers, who just really had a hard time dropping their child off at daycare. All right, now, I understand it. I'm not mocking that, because you are mom and that is your baby and you have to go to work. It's not even just a choice. Sometimes you just have to go to work, and you need them in a safe place. You've checked the daycare out. You know everything's all good, but now you got to let them go. You got to hand them over to virtual strangers. It doesn't matter how many visits you made to the daycare. You don't really, truly know those people. So it's a little intrepidatious, stuff going on. And this is the real talk. Some of what we feel in lacking confidence and spreading that to our children has everything to do with what's going on in here. You're scared to leave them, and you're showing it with your emotion. You're showing it with your tight hold. And this was what I saw often. Mom would come to the door, check in, sign them in. Everything's good, no fever. They're all good. Do they have a rash? Anything we need to know about? How was this morning? Did they have breakfast? We did all of that. And then the baby realizes that they're getting ready to be left, and they start crying. And either mom is a full out emotional wreck and starts crying also, or it's okay. It's just none of that is confidence. She doesn't feel like it's okay at all, and the child knows it. So she goes on. It's all right. You have to stay now. Miss Mary is very nice. Really, it's okay. You're going to be safe. She's saying things that she doesn't even feel. I'm serious. She is displaying the emotion, the tension that actually is feeding her child signals of insecurity. She don't really know it. I grew into this and started telling parents that's what they were doing as I got more older and confident myself as a caregiver. But she didn't know that. She was just feeling really bad and guilty. She's running late for work, so now she's got to hand the child over, and she leaves. And some children are absolutely screaming. Fit all day. We have all kinds of tricks of the trade. We learn how to distract. It's called, there's a lot of things you do. It's not just distraction. You literally put their mind on something else. I don't know why I can't think of that word right now. But anyway, there are lots of things we do just to get them to just point their attention somewhere else. And it usually works unless that child is extreme in their emotion. And then all they need is our comfort. It's not about trying to get redirection. That's the word I was trying to look at, get out. If we can't immediately redirect to their favorite thing, their friend is over there, here's a sandbox, something, or circle time is going to be so much fun, the child is all caught up, or we're putting things away in the cubby and we make it a game, and oh, I love your dress. We do all these things, and none of that is working, and they're just completely falling apart. They just need comfort. So you have to comfort that child. That's all there is to it. But what I want to say to the parents, and I learned to say over the years, is you have to have the confidence to show her that you're confident in us, and we have to show confidence, and all that confidence surrounds the child, and they'll feel safe. They're still going to miss you. I understand still how you feel, but you have to have the confidence, and you have to instill the confidence. You have to let them go with a calm resolve, like, this is the best part of your day. Mommy's coming right back. You know that. I'll be right here, 3 o'clock. Okay, have fun with your friends. I see Johnny over there. Help the transition by your own strength. You can cry in the car. I've done it too. You can be so guilt-ridden. I've been there. But don't share that with the child. That isn't loving them. That's weakening them. You don't mean to do it, but it is. They need to know this is not just all right. This is what's going to happen. Dad and I agreed. If there's no dad in place, or if I'm talking to a dad and there's no mom in place, you are the one that's just got to say, come on. You signed them up. You paid for this. You did all the safety checks. You know you've got the camera. There's daycare, security rules. You know that you can come back and get your child anytime. You know all of this. So be the adult and instill in them confidence by the way you are confident. And you got to dial it down. Relax. That tension is relieved in the atmosphere, and they'll get used to the fact that this is a part of my day. I wake up in the morning, I'm at home, my teddy bear, my mom, my blankie, pacifier, whatever they're still holding on to. It's all right. I've had breakfast. Oh, I love the car ride. Oh, what's in my backpack? Everything's fine until that tense moment. You have got to help them with that by being relaxed, confident, strong. And as you release them, do not do that long goodbye thing. Daycare or school or babysitter. Oh, you make it so hard on your babysitter, even if they're right there in your house, even if they're a nanny. I had a little time, someone wanted me to be a nanny. I did a lot of babysitting, and I was at their house for a few months, but I couldn't be the permanent nanny until they had one. I was the one that did the job, but leaving the long goodbye, oh God, that makes it all worse. You're communicating, Miss Treasure's not safe to leave you with, but I reluctantly have to go. Don't do that. Relax the atmosphere and say, it's going to be a great day. I'll be home right after work. Smile, get in the car. And if you have to bawl all the way to work, dry your tears. You'll adjust, and so will they. And you've probably already experienced this. After they get acclimated, thanks to your help, along with a good teaching staff, daycare staff, or nanny at home, or au pair, it becomes normal. It becomes normal. Now, I have to say this. If you have the privilege of being the one raising your little ones from birth to school age, that's a gift. And I'm all about it. They still need play times, visiting with other family members, learning, sharing, and all those things that happen with social behavior for early childhood time periods. But they don't have to go to daycare if you